Welcome to the Redemption Podcast with your hosts, Staci
and Juliah.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Redemption.
Whoop, whoop.
Good morning, Julia. So great to have you here today. It's been so long. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I know. It's felt like it's been a little bit of a hiatus since we ended Season 1.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, of the podcast. And I think we learned a lot from Season 1.
We did.
And we had enough time to kind of just regroup, recuperate, plan, and get some amazing guests on for Season 2.
Yes, we have a great lineup. I'm super excited about Season 2 too.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. So before we get started for today, Isaac, do we have any housekeeping?
Yes, I am also here today. Rotary Uncorked is coming up on October 8th. And when this episode releases, it will be you have like 2 days. You have 2 days to see if there's any tickets. But if there are tickets, you can find them by going to the Rotary Uncorked Sock Cop Facebook page, and there is a link through there to get your tickets. It's a super, super fun time. It's going to proceeds benefiting my house, live auctions, silent auctions, food, drinks, laughter, merriment,
dancing.
Oh, we have a gun raffle and a wine raffle.
Poodle skirts.
Everything that you would associate with fancy 50s party is going to be there. So show up. Also on the
show out.
Show up. Also on the podcast side of things, my voice is coming back next week as well after our little summer break for these two shows. My House Podcast and Diag Nonsense are still chugging along. And then coming up on November 4th, I will start to tease this now, is going to be the My House Radiothon, which is hosted by Ohana Media on 99.7. We're going to be doing a broadcast from the studio all day that day. So I'm super excited for that. And we'll have more information on that in the upcoming month. And yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot. I'm looking forward to the Rotary Uncorked event.
Yeah, me too. I have an amazing outfit.
So you hear that? You need to come and see Julia's outfit.
Yes.
So today we decided, since we have been gone for a while, me and Julia were going to just do an update on what's been going on in our worlds. So I will start, since I think mine's shorter, but so I have been gone for a while. This summer, I was on the Governor's Council of Human and Sex Trafficking, and that was amazing. That was a lot of work.
A lot of
meetings. I'm super excited about the recommendations we are giving the governor here September 30th. We worked really hard. We had so many committees. I chaired the housing committee. We are focused on providing housing for victims and survivors of sex trafficking and human trafficking with wraparound services. We have different models of what that would look at throughout the state and in different communities and what their needs are. We are looking at building a statewide database to add some data to that. We are also looking at hopefully getting the governor tried to get SB 189, which is an update to the criminal statutes about sex trafficking, but it didn't pass through the House. They didn't have time to hear it. So we're hoping next go around that they will go ahead and pass that, because it's super important for victims' rights. And so we're focused on that. And so I really enjoyed being a part of that. That was a great experience for me, and feeling like that I can possibly help make a difference across the state, which is huge, knowing there's so many survivors out there in the cities, in the villages. They're just everywhere. So if we can just bring awareness to our state, to every industry, to every children. If we can do education K through 12, we're looking at for awareness, so they can learn to know when they're being groomed. And then, getting our law enforcement more in training, our prosecutors more training, service providers more training. I think it's going to make a huge difference. So that was my win-win for this summer since I've been gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited that is almost behind us, and then to see the fruition of all that work. So, and then after that, we had a huge golf tournament. It was our second annual 18 Holes of Hope, and we did amazing. There were so many people that showed up for that event. We ended up making $49,000 from my house. And that's in our second year.
On a rainy day.
On a rainy day.
A very rainy day. Like cold, wet.
Yes.
But happy to be there.
Yeah.
That was me. I got hit in the head with a golf ball.
Did you really?
Shout out
Julia,
to
do you want to explain why you got hit in the head
why?
with the golf
What
ball?
happened?
Well,
where were you standing, Julia?
it was my first time ever setting foot onto a golf course. And I was assigned to be the person that goes and marks the closest ball to, is it a ball? We call it a ball.
Yeah, it's a ball.
Okay.
It's not a football.
We mark it, the one closest to the hole. And I'm wearing this pink hat, right?
Right.
And so I'm just like a target, like your eye automatically as you're swinging goes. And even though, so I was sort of like adjacent to, like I was kind of around the border of this, I don't know, this
Julia, you were
section.
standing on the green with someone on the tee box.
Okay.
Let's explain exactly what happened.
Thank you for helping
green,
me because I don't know the
team
correct
T-box,
lingo.
Team on tee box looking to get ball onto green. Julia standing on green. Ball hit Julia.
In my defense, even when I went and like hid under the tent after the fact, balls were still coming my way.
Well, that's because we had a lot of bad golfers, myself included, there that day. But
yeah,
the green is the wrong place to stand.
So shout out to Josh.
Was it Josh?
Yeah, it was Josh.
Okay.
Yep. Anyways.
Great shot. Hit the green.
Yeah. So that was a major fundraising event for my house that you championed, or as Michelle would put it, quarterbacked.
Yes.
Getting all of the different sponsors together and making the whole thing run flawlessly. So I had so much fun at that event. It was great for networking also. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you so much. If anyone's out there listening and you want to be a part of that next year, you may reach out to me. I am already looking for sponsorships for next year's event. It will be bigger, better, and I just look forward to you being there. So reach out to me if you want to be a part of that.
Awesome.
Next year, we're actually going to leave Julia on the green, and it's going to be a competition of if you hit Julia, you win
a TV. No.
Yes. Yep. I'll just put some padding underneath my hat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've been incredibly busy. Your update just now was like really condensed, but you were the head of the Governor's Council on 5 subcommittees?
I was the chair of one subcommittee, but I was part of several other committees as well, subcommittees.
Which was a huge, step up for you. Like with your platform, having that kind of an influence, you are hitting this issue at every angle. And
well, I hope so. I want to bring my survivor voice to the table. I feel like it's super important to have a survivor sit at all these tables because I believe they bring a light to the issue that maybe these people who have the degrees and the PhDs and all this stuff that really don't have that little piece. So I'm just glad just to add that little piece to the pot and stir it in because I think it makes a more potent mixture. I think it's
essential.
It's essential to making the programs, I think, successful. I really do. And I look forward to raising a team of survivors to go out there and to make a huge difference because we can do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you made the recommendations to the governor.
That actually goes out September 30th. We haven't submitted them yet. So we just finalized.
Okay,
yes.
So you probably can't say anything.
Not yet. So in October for ASHTA's meeting, I'm going to go over the recommendations we gave the governor.
Okay, that's exciting. I'll be excited for that because you briefly told me, and I need another recap.
Yeah. So the last thing I did this summer, I took a vacation. I hardly ever get to take a vacation, so I flew out to Minneapolis to see my daughter who lives there, and ended up staying a week longer because of Mr. or Mrs. Rona hit, and we actually did not get to go see Michael Bublé in concert. So that was super sad for me, but you know what? I always try to look on the bright side, and I just love my oldest daughter. We're super, super close. So that was fun, just being in the big city, being with my daughter at the end of our quarantine, going shopping at Mall America and stuff. So
you could have come and seen me because I was there at the same time, and Stacy didn't even text me.
Oh,
wow.
If I'd have known, I really would have texted you.
Gotten you into the NAHL showcase for free. That's the kind of pull.
Wow.
It's so nice to know people in high places. It really is.
It really does.
Maybe you didn't catch the A in the NAHL, not the NHL show.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, soon enough.
It's like a medium place.
Yeah.
Not like a high place. It's like a medium place.
Okay, but still, it would have been nice. Yeah. Next time, okay?
Well, I have to say, Stacy, everybody needs to go on vacation every once in a while, and you needed it so bad. You've been working so hard, and now that you're back, like you got a haircut. I was just like, girl, are you tan or something? You got this glow.
I feel just so refreshed. I feel ready to rock the next half of this year and finish it up strong. So, I'm self-care, people. Self-care is so important, especially in our industry. We're working with, very vulnerable youth and the high needs. And I just really encourage anyone working in this industry and services, focus on your self-care. Because if you're not focusing on self-care, you're not going to be able to give back as best as you can. And so it makes a huge difference. And Michelle Overstreet here at my house, she always makes us focus on that self-care, whether she's providing our chair massages, our yoga, and
these are my house perks, by the way.
They are my house perks.
Gym memberships.
And so we have retreats, and I think that's what makes us really, really strong team. So kudos to our boss, Michelle, for providing those.
Yeah, and it's important because it's about to get dark up here too. The
Winter
darkness is coming.
Winter
is coming.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I'm really proud of myself because, since starting here, the first 6 months starting this job, starting the clothing line, was it will continue to be an uphill battle. Right. But I really struggled. Like, I did not self-care good. I was eating my feelings. I was not going to the gym. And I moved twice. Crazy. And so now that I'm all settled in my new abode, I'll get into my update on, some certain critical things are finally settled, and I'm finally getting back into a routine of eating better, going to the gym, and I just feel I don't know. Yeah.
Her wings just popped out. You didn't see that. But.
Yeah. And that was also my shaky protein shake talking.
So Julia, please just go ahead and tell me, what have you been doing in these past few months? What are your updates with Redemption and the clothing line and all the amazing work you've been doing?
Girl, I got a lot going on, and I would love to go on a vacation soon. Don't have anything planned, but so for all of our listeners from the last season, you kind of have an idea of what the Redemption clothing line is all about. But for all of our new listeners, I am the project manager of the Redemption clothing line and job training program here at my house. My house provides job training to the clients who don't have any job experience or maybe have a hard time getting a job elsewhere so that they can build experience on the resume and get full-time, income elsewhere. And, stay off, be able to pay rent and have dreams and have a career. So I originally started, we currently have a boutique, a high-end consignment boutique, and a cafe called Gathering Grounds. Come get a coffee sometime. And I was the very first, or one of the very first interns at the Stream Driven Boutique 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. So this is just a recap. This is sort of like a short little full circle thing. 10 years later, I'm back as the project manager for a new job training program, which is this clothing line. And it is my dream. Yay. Fashion has always been the dream. Starting a clothing line is amazing. And this is my home. So at the beginning of the year, I didn't even know how to thread a needle on a sewing machine.
Wow.
So we've come a long way. My sewing mentor and I, she taught me everything that I know, and I'm going to continue to learn and develop my skills as a designer. and keep pursuing my dreams. But together we developed the prototypes for the lounge pants and the lounge shorts for the clothing line, as well as some robes. But I don't know if those are going to be coming out quite yet. I think we're going to keep it simple to start.
Okay, with just the pants? Okay.
And they're fighter style.
So cool.
Yeah.
I still need to try on a pair. Remind me.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, they're actually over at the production space right now, so you're going to have to come by.
I will, yeah. And I just love the material, too. It's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. So the loungewear, it's fighter style. It's all about, empowering those who make the loungewear, hence the interns, and the people who wear the loungewear to be fighters in their own lives.
Yes.
And it's a sustainable brand, and the material that the lounge pants are made out of is retired luxury sheets from Alaskan hotels.
That's the part I love the most.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
And they come white, and, they get discarded so quickly. If they just get a little mark on it, it doesn't have to be anything major. And then they end up going into a landfill. And it's a great opportunity to make a difference in that aspect and to start a business that is, locally manufactured, which is crazy. And we're teaching how to do that. It's a clothing manufacturing job training program so that we have more highly skilled workers in that field so that we can bring more of that back to Alaska and be more sustainable as a state. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed.
I mean, I get goosebumps when I think about it. I mean, it's so empowering. No one's doing this. I mean, we're upcycling linens, and we're helping youth to get skills in marketing and product and design and modeling. And it's just, wow. I mean, you're amazing. You're amazing.
I appreciate it. I'm trying really hard. So the first, 6 months, it was a big uphill, learning curve, learning how to just develop the prototypes, ordering through a grant that we were awarded. Thank you to 9-Star, who we partner with for 9-Star Education and Employment Services makes it possible to basically pay for interns to come and work at the clothing line.
Right.
So ordering all of the equipment and supplies for the initial production setup, and then also renovating this production space in a safe space that is just going to make the start of this clothing line super successful. So that's finally complete. And just in the last 2 weeks, my first intern and I, and some help, lugged all of our equipment and supplies from this storage unit that we've had everything in over to the production space. We're setting up all of our tables and chairs and other equipment, mannequins. You would not believe. Last night I was trying to dress this porcelain mannequin by myself. And they are heavy, and the limbs fall off, and it is a 2-man job. I wish I had that on video because that was insane.
Okay, now I really got to come over.
Oh, it's gorgeous!
Yes, okay.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I just feel like this vision that has been in my head is finally coming to fruition, and those times when you're like grinding and you just don't, and you're being patient and things are being delayed.
Right.
And you just don't, sometimes you feel isolated. And for a while I was feeling like the walls were kind of coming in on me, just problem solving stuff. But I'm finally kind of like coming out of that and it's just super energizing. And I hired my first intern. And she's just the, most amazing intern I could have ever, hired to basically go through the initial handbook and curriculum.
And you created that handbook, correct?
Yep. With my mentor, Charity Lovelace. Shout out to Charity. And she is an award-winning curriculum developer for homeschool curriculum. Awesome. So what we created was, I'm really proud of. And we're, my intern helped me to make a lot of tweaks to make it better, like putting in illustrations into the instructions, and all of that stuff. So that's been great. And we're moving over to the production space. My intern and I also came up with 3 runway designs, like designer runway designs that are going to be in the Trend Alaska fashion show, January 2023.
Oh, that is super exciting. Okay, Isaac, put that down. We can't forget that.
No. This is crazy because I love runway. I love, designer clothes, and we collaborated together on these designs. We have different styles and everything, and we came together with something that is fighter style, not your princess.
Oh my gosh, how powerful will that be?
Oh, it's nuts.
Oh.
I grew up watching MMA, and so she's a princess, but she's a MMA fighter.
Right.
And it doesn't look like a costume. It looks high-end runway. We got the white sheets, that is, the primary material. And then I don't want to say anything else. I'm sure we'll have more announcements as the season progresses for when the tickets will come out for the show, the venue where it's going to be at.
I'm super excited.
It's not official yet, but it's going to be so hot.
Is it in Anchorage? Is this event in Anchorage? Okay.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then after so this is going to be like our brand debut. And after the show, we're going to have a booth selling our loungewear, and it's just going to be amazing. And January is also National Human Trafficking Awareness Month.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
So it's just a lot of serendipity there.
Yes.
So what else do I got? That's gonna be a big endeavor because I'm like, okay, how to draft patterns from scratch. Just like with everything else, you're just gonna figure it out, and I'm not worried about it for one bit. My first intern, she's already almost done with all of the skills that she's been learning in her curriculum. And she's going to be graduating with a redemption certificate here soon. Her and I, we went, and our 9-star representative, Kaylee, we went to several alteration shops, embroidery shops, boutiques. We went to Alpine Fit Co. and just showed off our loungewear to the owners and the staff and had them try on the loungewear and fill out surveys. And we just got some amazing feedback, constructive. We have some changes that we want to make. So that was really great to network and form those relationships, and also let them know about our training program because we're trying to develop these highly skilled workers.
Right.
So, and also drop off, resume and portfolio for the interns.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And she already has a job lined up.
Really?
Yeah. Something really in the fashion industry that she's really excited about. And it's something that, it's going to be a stable, supportive income that she can grow with and grow her career with. So I'm so excited for her.
This is what it's all about, right?
Yep.
Watching these young people gain skills and then go on and bloom and be successful. That's why my house is just so successful, just the model that my house has. I'm just so blessed to be a part of my house, be a part of Redemption, have you as a coworker, as a co-host, as a friend.
Yeah.
This
as a friend.
This is an amazing journey that we're on, and we're given the freedom just to mold and make it as we go, But
literally, but thanks to Michelle.
Yeah,
I've just been. She just lets me run my show, and for a majority, I can work independently and make design decisions, and she just lets me spread my wings and fly.
Kudos to Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you for your update.
Yeah, thank you, Staci.
Yeah,
I'm excited for all of the guests that we're going to have on.
We're going to have some amazing guests, so stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss some of these guests coming up.
Should we tease any of them?
Ooh, I guess so. Well, I've got some friends that I'm bringing on, I'm big shout out to Bonnie Westland, who is the general manager of the Denali Lodge that is part of the Holland America Princess Corporation. And she's also the director of the Yukon and the Sustainability program that they have that is all about making their line of hotels and lodges more sustainable. And she is who my connection with Holland America Princess for partnering with sheet donation.
Nice.
So she's going to be on talking about her career and then the partnership and talking about sustainability and, of course, the fashion show.
Wow, I'm excited about that one. Also, sometime we're going to also have Blaze Bell come on and speak. She's a powerhouse. Probably most of you have heard or seen Blaze Bell. She just actually got back from Washington, D.C. She is an outspoken person on recovery. She has an amazing story. I can't wait for you to meet Blaze Bell here. And also in January, as Julia said, January is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and we're going to be doing many awareness activities. We're going to be having the trend show. We're going to be having printed up T-shirts. There's a lot of things we'll be doing, but we're also going to do a special podcast that month and speaking specifically on human trafficking in the state of Alaska and why is it so and why is it still here. So it's going to be really an powerful podcast in January. So stay tuned.
Yep, and Linda's coming back on. We just have so many, a lot of, still some human and sex trafficking stuff, but also a lot of women's empowerment stuff this season, which is super exciting.
Yes.
So yeah, make sure you're staying tuned for the whole season. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up through the next couple months.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Julia, thank you so much. It's been so fun getting caught up with you and spending some time with you, girl. Thank you for just your passion and sharing everything that you're doing. It's amazing. And kudos to you, girlfriend.
Yes. All right. If you or someone you know are a victim of sex trafficking, please call 1-866-733-7878 or text HELP to 233-733. For local services here at my house, you can call 373-HELP. That's 373-HELP. Remember, if you see something, say something. This is Redemption, loved and thriving. Until next time.